So I've been meaning to do this for a while. This was the day that I had a interview for a management position at work. Depending on how the year's written, it's 12 or 10. 12 is God's government. 10 is a number of completion and breaks down into grace. 12 breaks down into 6, which is a symbol of man, and it's the only number, the Vav, that connects heaven to earth, because he gave dominion to men. So it's up to us to connect heaven and earth together so earth can operate and manifest in the heavenly realms. So when I originally did it, I did 1 instead of January, and that came out to like 11 or 13, and both of those are like negative connotations with biblical numerology. So when I looked up the Hebrew year, Shabbat first, 5,783, I started adding that up. That comes up to 24. Well, 24 is the priesthood and the worship of HASHEM. If I remember correctly, in Revelation, there's 24 elders around the throne worshiping. That breaks down into 12, which is God's government. But then it dawned on me, get rid of the 1, because this is a month, not a number. So when I put January, that's where I got that. And then the Lord's had it on me, Mark 11:24, believe you have received and you shall have. So you have to believe in faith that you've already gotten what you're having faith for and praying for. And what you speak is where your faith is. A book by Miles Monroe, he basically says you can pray something, but then if you're speaking opposite of that after the fact, that means that's where your faith is. You're putting your faith in the things you're speaking contrary to the things you're believing for in prayer by faith, because you're verbalizing something other than that. And that's where you're putting your faith. So what you speak is where you put your faith. If you pray for God to have you leave with provision, but then you speak something contrary to that, you're putting your faith in the latter, not the former. And then we got, what's it mean to give God the glory in all things? What's it mean to give him the glory? Then the kids, Yah reigns, knock Ezekiel. This is our prayer board, but I kind of hijacked it for this. But he's got a whole book called Numbers. So biblical numerology actually means something. The numbers mean something. So I'm having faith that through all of this, that he's going to show me something I would have never seen any other way. And I only got to hear because Enoch was fussy one night, and it was like 10 o'clock on a Saturday night that this came about. And I literally just started with the date for that Monday so I could be in prayer for the interview. So I'm not saying get all weird with like, oh, it was 2:22 or 11:11 or 12:12. Nah, yeah. But this numbers mean something. And the following day, or 2 days later, the Monday that I was going to have my interview, I got these red dice that hang in my LLV with my speaker and stuff. And I was walking back towards my vehicle, and they were the number 8 is what you could see in the front. And I don't put them on nothing, I just hang them up, and they're just there. 8 is the number of new beginnings. So you take all of this, you take new beginnings, and then you take faith, and you mix that all together. You lift it up to the Father, and you allow him to take it, put his spirit on it, to breathe on it, and watch how it manifests on earth as it is in heaven, because you're willing to be the connection, the connecting factor to allow that to happen. So don't ever think he's not speaking to you, because he is.